It may shape up to be a very crypto Christmas. If, like me, you have yet to do your holiday shopping, crypto could be the gift that's unique and practical despite its intense volatility.
Yeah, good news for all the procrastinators out there. And in fact, crypto could be a gift for the hard-to-please person, too. And this is an idea that appears to be trending. More than 60% of people surveyed by the market research platform Cardify say they would love to get crypto as a gift this holiday season, if not more so than traditional gifts. So to that end, we would like to welcome Derrick Fung. He is CEO of Cardify. Derrick, welcome back to Quicktake. I know that Cardify collects and aggregates data. So what does the data show about people spending on cryptocurrency on themselves and for others?
Hey, Starla, great to be back. So we do track a ton of debit and credit card data with a focus on Millennial and Gen Z, and definitely seeing a massive trend upwards, both on card data and the survey data that we collect. We think it's a combination of a couple of things. The first one being crypto is really becoming very mainstream. You know, Art Basel just happened in Miami, and the talk of the town was NFTs, NFTs, NFTs. I think the ease of gifting over the holidays, especially with the Omicron variant, where consumers don't really want to travel, and it's become easier than ever to send a gift of crypto, whether that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the other gifts. And definitely in our data, we see, believe it or not, a lot of consumers are scared of holding cash because of inflation. Everywhere they turn on the news, it's all about inflation is coming, interest rates are coming, don't hold cash. And I think it's really the perfect storm for crypto to be a really hot topic this holiday season.
Crypto investing is soaring past retail investing. What do you attribute that to most? What's making people so bullish for crypto right now?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is a lot easier. You know, in our data, 70% of consumers are getting into crypto. In the past, a lot of that were male consumers, but we're seeing definitely a lot more female consumers wanting to get into crypto and dabbling it for the first time. And I think part of it is also there's so much talk everywhere, every news outlet around inflation. I think today the U.S. Federal Reserve will be making some announcements around interest rates, and so I think there's just a lot of noise around. Hey, don't hold cash, buy things that are great in inflationary environments, and these are things like potentially crypto.
So talk about the different ways of actually being able to gift crypto to others this holiday season. What is available right now in the marketplace?
Yeah, it's a great question. So Coinbase actually finally announced gift cards. So gift cards are probably one of the easiest ways to gift crypto. Just go on the Coinbase website. You can send someone, $25, $50 worth of crypto. But for the true crypto lovers, this is you're not really holding crypto, and so probably the easiest way to send crypto is simply getting an address set up, getting a wallet set up, and getting all those wallet addresses from all your friends and loved ones that you want to send gifts to, and just simply sending crypto through that and through the wallet. So it's a bit more complex, but Coinbase has finally rolled out gift cards for all consumers to use.
I love that. I think that's the option I would take. It sounds like the easiest. But I want to talk about which coins, I guess, to give if you're given the option. Your altcoin data show that Doge is the most well-known altcoin, but big crypto bros like my brother are more obsessed with Solana right now. What's the better gift? The one that has more household familiarity, or the one that's potentially gonna actually go to the moon?
It's a great question, Madison. So I think it depends. I think it's really what you're betting on, and I think definitely right now it's still a bet. If you think inflation and you want to hedge, Bitcoin feels like a good choice. If you believe in NFTs and that world and the infrastructure of crypto, Ethereum's a great choice. If you believe in Solana potentially being the runner-up to Ethereum, that's a great choice. There's a coin called Axie Infinity, where you can earn points for playing games. And so if you believe in that world, metaverse, that could be a really great choice. And hey, if you love Elon Musk, then maybe you buy Doge, or sell, depending on. I mean, if you look back in past charts, maybe a good time to sell Doge and buy other coins. So I think it really depends, but there's definitely a lot of noise out there, which I think could be a good or bad thing for consumers. But definitely make sure you read up on the coins themselves.
And for those who are maybe a little bit more conservative or risk averse, there are also ETFs, exchange traded funds, that allow you to invest in crypto. And I know that the parent company of Cardify Drop has worked with Purpose to come up with a couple of ETFs, which are actually based in Canada. So I'm curious to hear from you, first of all, the benefits of investing or getting a gift in crypto through an ETF versus the actual underlying digital coin. What's the upside, the downside to getting something adjacent to crypto versus the actual digital coin itself?
Yes, it's definitely much more seamless and definitely much easier for the new to crypto consumer, which is the consumer of Drop. And so a lot of these consumers, they don't want to open up a wallet. They don't want to go through that hassle. And through Drop, when we really started through this data, realizing consumers wanting to hold 60% wanting to hold more crypto than cash or even getting a gift card, we said, okay, there's something interesting here. But hey, let's not make them jump through all these hoops to sign up for new accounts because you could lose those consumers during that process.
Right.
And so part of it, two Canadian companies coming together, Purpose being the first ETF globally to actually hold Bitcoin versus tracking it. And so it just made it a very obvious decision, and the ability for a consumer to go in and out without having to deal with like wallets, addresses, and the complexities as a new consumer made this partnership, made it make a lot of sense.
Your data also show that 235,000 members of Gen Z and millennials like myself are investing in crypto only through brokerages. How does that work? And is that something you could like gift to someone somehow?
Yeah, I do think brokerages, it's a lot easier to dabble through ETFs. And so now with more ETFs like Purpose and in the US, more to come, tracking actually holding Bitcoin, it's very easy. There's still fees that you have to pay. I'd say the easiest way to gift through that would be, there's actually fractional share companies. There's one out there called Stockpile, where you can actually send someone $25 of a stock or $25 worth of an ETF. So I'd say that would probably be the easiest way to gift crypto exposure through an actual ETF.
And not that anyone wants to think about this when they're giving a gift or when they're getting a gift, but if you do end up gifting crypto to someone, I give Maddie some crypto, when she cashes out, does she have to pay all the capital gains? Do you have to give the gift with a caveat?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think it's still in the works. You know, for sure, if it's an ETF and done through the traditional brokerages, those are all taxed and the government will track all of that. There's new tax reform coming for actually holding crypto. I would advise those intrigued to definitely do your research because it's coming, but I'd say it's not as heavily taxed, or the process is still much earlier than if you were to actually buy an ETF. So maybe even better to get a gift through a traditional platform like a Coinbase.
Really quickly here, I know that you also talked about just how it's super likely that crypto is going to be a topic this holiday season. What advice do you have for folks approaching family members who are big fiat lovers to kind of sell them on crypto?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say definitely do your research. I think crypto is still a very early asset class. It's gone through a lot of bubbles. There's been a lot of talk about another bubble coming. But ultimately, if you believe, you have to believe in the technology. Ultimately, if you're receiving crypto, gifting crypto, it's really technology versus all these coins themselves. And I think you have to view it as a long-term hold. Most investment advisors view, 5% exposure maybe to crypto and just hold it long-term and just pretend like, hey, if it goes to zero, you should be okay with it. So I think it's that type of asset class. Definitely do your research. But I think it's a great time to gift given the recent market dip in Bitcoin and the vast majority of currencies in the crypto land.
It'll definitely lead to some interesting conversations around the dinner table during the holiday season. Thank you so much. Really great practical gift-giving advice when it comes to crypto. Derrick Fung, CEO of Cardify, live in Los Angeles.